Hello, Internet. What's going on? It's Adam here with our friends Chvrches. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good, thank you. Yes. We're pretending that it's really warm in Toronto, but it's not. We're just inside.
Not super cold. What is it like in Scotland right now?
In Scotland, I think it's probably... Yeah, we didn't come from there right now, but I think it's probably rainy and grey, but fresh, as it tends to be.
fresh.
I'm trying
Not
to say something
freezing.
positive. I don't... Yeah, it's not like snowy like this, but...
You could say that about 80% of the year in Scotland. Rainy, grey and fresh.
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 Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about. We got some really good news this week. There's a new Chvrches song in
I
the
thought you were
world.
going to talk about Star Wars.
There's a new Star
All right,
Wars.
let's talk about so new Han Solo trailer. No, in the world of excitement on the internet, people are excited for the Han Solo trailer, and they're excited for new Chvrches. Get out! We've got this now, and it's got to be exciting to put out new music for the first time in 2 years.
It is, yeah. It's really exciting. We've been kind of holed up for a year now trying to make this album. So kind of felt a little bit like turning in your homework when it went online. But the reception's been really, really good. And
New producer this time around.
Yeah, I guess the previous two records have just been these two guys, and we made them in Glasgow. And this time we worked with Greg Kirsten, who, I don't know, I think it's when people say, like, a big producer, people are like, oh, he's done so much stuff, he's just going to make them sound like the other stuff. But Greg's such a talented guy, and he's done such a broad range of stuff. He can do an Adele record, and he can do a Beck record or a Foo Fighters record, and there's no, like, one sound that he puts on stuff. And I think that was what was nice about it. Like, he has this understanding of the pop world, but he also has done so much alternative music, and I feel like that's great because we sit in the middle of those two things. And he was like, okay, well, how do we do what you're doing, but push yourselves?
It really sounds like you guys came in with a real plan and really understood who you guys are, and then understood that there was an ability to take a next step and to work with this bigger stuff, but didn't want to lose what Chvrches has been because people around the world genuinely love you guys.
Well, I guess, like, as much as you want to explore your own creativity and stuff, and I think that's super important, I think it's also important to remember that, like, yes, this band is ours, and it's about us, like, writing what we want to write, but it's also, like, about being authentic to what the band is in a broader sense, if that makes sense. And I kind of feel like if we want to make, like, technical hardcore, that's cool, but maybe we don't do that in this particular form, you know what I mean?
we remember what I was saying about our new band?
Oh,
We can
yeah.
record it in a weekend.
Oh, yeah, what was it going to be called? I can't remember.
Can I say it? It was an
can't
insult to you on the internet.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
remember now, yes.
I was just going to let Lauren say it in case...
But it's not the worst thing.
No, but it's a good name for a band.
Can I swear?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, somebody called me a rat bitch the other day, and we thought that was quite funny. When we were reading it out, we were like, what do you even know, you a rat bitch? And then you were like, great, that's our kind of, like, riot girl punk
I
band
just
name
feel like
sorted.
Rat Bitch is an excellent name for a band. Too good to just go unheard, you know. And we
Well,
just,
like, do they mean that, like... I don't know what female rats are called. Do they mean like I'm like a kind of alpha female rat? Do they mean I'm a rat-faced regular bitch? I don't know what that. I don't know. I don't know if they thought it through
But
necessarily.
that's why it's such a great band name. It's
Right.
interpretation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's punchy.
Headline at Coachella, Rap Bitch.
that would be the double dip. We could play on one stage and then Rat Bitch the midnight slot in a tent,
I love
right?
it. I love
Perfect.
Who's got the energy for 2 shows in one day?
it. Rat bitch. That's me.
It's fresh out there, though. It's great. The other thing we have to talk about, let's change mediums and go to comic books.
Oh.
Archie!
Yeah.
Come on!
How cool,
Badass.
right?
That's awesome. How does that come about? Does Archie himself call you? Does Jughead get on the phone?
I don't want to be like, he's not real.
Whoa.
No.
Very rap bitchy thing to say.
It really was. Yeah. I can see why they said it. It was just the internet, really. The internet's done wonderful things for us most of the time, yeah.
We are very much like video games, comic books, all that stuff, and the people who love our band kind of embrace that about us.
Because they love it too, so it must
And
be
they love it
feels
too, and
nice. We're all
then
part of a wee gang of people that like
right.
cool things.
And that kind of filters, I guess, through to people that make comics and make video games. So we've ended up putting songs on video games, and here we are, finally, our faces in a comic. And that's just
fantastic.
one of those amazing opportunities that comes across, and you get asked if you want to do it, and you say, hell yeah.
That's super cool.
And I think Tegan and Sarah are going to be there in another
Yeah,
new
they are.
one.
I
think so
So
too,
I was
yeah.
like, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
And you guys just covered Tegan and Sarah, right?
We did, yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did we did a cover of Call It Off for their compilation that benefits the Tina Sarah Foundation.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, it was nice. It was fun to do the song, but nice to be involved in something that's doing some good when dark times. It's
Yeah.
dark times out there.
Dark times out there. Fresh in Scotland, but
But
dark
still,
times.
still dark. You know,
Still
it'll be
dark.
fresh as we get kicked out of the European Union. It'll be fresh.
But that is one thing that you guys have sort of on top of all of the other great things you're known for is your great covers that you've done with like BBC and stuff. What is it about taking a song and making it sort of different and yours and reworking it and what's the fun of like how do you enjoy that?
I feel like you could look at some bands look at that stuff as a tour because the radio station is like, you must do a cover, and most of the time you don't get to pick it completely at random. They're like, here's a list of how many songs, choose it from this, and you're like, oh. So I think that's kind of a more fun way of doing it. Be like, okay, this is like a little puzzle. Like, how do you like make this fun for us to do, and how do you make it sound like our band, and not just you doing a crap karaoke version of something else?
I think my first instinct is just to go rip this apart and build it up again, and then see if there's something cooler. And sometimes there's something cooler. Sometimes, you know. Right, and that's fine. I think it's important to have that.
You don't think everything we do
objectivity
is
about your own
amazing? No. I was like, imagine waking up. I do sing that sometimes. I'm like, imagine waking up every day and thinking that every single thing that you did was like awesome.
I know.
That's Mariah Carey
Oh.
every single day of her life.
DJ Khaled as well. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure he's
I
like,
still have, like,
this is
nightmares of it."
amazing when he wakes up.
I do. Yeah, I'm like, I could do with saying my name over a track more.
Red bitch.
It's like, I kind of like the positivity of it, though. He's like, we the best. He's the best.
You don't have a little stamp. Maybe you need one of those little. What do you
Maybe.
call them? Watermark? What do you call them?
What your like
just
your
let an
tag or
ID,
whatever.
Tag or
Yeah.
ID.
I don't know. It would probably be something really depressing and not useful.
Red bitch in the house.
Yeah.
Red bitch music.
It's fresh.
Damn,
Chvrches,
son.
thank you guys so much for your time. Let's plan out your 2018 real quick. Get Out is available right now. People can
Oh,
get out,
no.
enjoy that. Maybe a record on the horizon. That would be amazing. Also, we'll get you from the comic book pages into an episode of Riverdale, the show.
I love
Because-
that show.
We watch it.
So you'll be in there. You guys play it, whatever the diner is.
I kind of love that idea, by the
Pops.
way.
Then
Pops
it goes
chocolate
so
shops.
well. It goes so well. You guys then cover the Cantina Band song in the Han Solo movie. You're the band playing in the Cantina in Han Solo. George Lucas.
Do you want to be
You
our
called it.
manager?
Make it happen. Oh, no problem. I'm gonna need 20% though. Sorry, guys. That's Canadian
fair.
exchange.
Right.
Talk about that later.
Yeah. Chvrches.